Hello, once again. It's Thursday, December 29th, I think, 2021, because it's a holiday for me. I am gonna have a booster shot and I will be boosted. This booster is free in Korea for everybody, national Koreans and foreigners all together. And also, when you get a booster shot or whatever coronavirus shot, you get at least 1 day off per shot. If you have more symptoms after, like side effects after the shot, you get to have up to 2 more days of holiday. So it will be up to 3 days total for free off day. So today I'm gonna get a shot in 40 minutes. The I'm going to visit clinic this time. Last time it was a university athletes ground where they give mass shots to like 10,000 people per day. Today I'm going to go to a private clinic. I'm going to see what's the difference, especially about their procedure. WebMD. Coronavirus. By the way, this is my daily English reading. It's more academic reading. I have no idea about the commercialization or commercial use of this material. This is for purely academic purpose. I'm gonna read and get information and be more knowledgeable, and also I could hone in on my English at the same time. WebMD, my favorite source of information, medical source of information. Coronavirus can spread to heart, brain days after infection, by Carolyn Crest. December 28th, 2021. The coronavirus that causes COVID-19 can spread to the heart and brain within days of infection and can survive for months in organs, according to a new study by the National Institutes of Health. It's not National Institute, it's a National Institutes. So there gotta be many more small institutes inside this organization. The virus can spread to almost every organ system in the body, which could contribute to the ongoing symptoms seen in long COVID patients, the study authors wrote. The study is considered one of the most comprehensive reviews of how the virus replicates in human cells and persists in the human body. It is under review for publication in the journal Nature. This is remarkably important work. Zaid Al-Ali, MD, director of the Clinical Epidemiology Center at the Veterans Affairs St. Louis Healthcare System in Missouri, told Bloomberg News. So obviously he's from Arab origin. Al-Ali wasn't involved with this study but has researched the long-term effects of COVID-19. For a long time now, we have been scratching our heads and asking why long COVID seems to affect so many organ systems, he said. This paper sheds some light and may help explain why long COVID can occur even in people who had mild or asymptomatic acute disease. Scratch our heads, shed some light on, scratch our heads. Mild or asymptomatic acute disease. What the? Is that it? What? Where's the rest of my story? Chris? What? the fuck? Where's the rest of the story? So that's it. No in-depth reporting. It's just pure information, summarized, and transmitted. Is that it? Let me go to a portrait. What happened when I turned to horizontal landscape mode? Where is the rest of the... What the... Oh, here it is. Damn. Editor's note. For the latest updates... let me go to... The NIH researchers sampled and analyzed tissues from autopsies on 44 patients who died after contracting the coronavirus during the first year of the pandemic. They found persistent virus particles in multiple parts of the body, including their heart and brain, for as long as 230 days after symptoms began. This could represent infection with defective virus particles, they said, which has also been seen in persistent infections among measles patients. We don't yet know what burden of chronic illness will result in years to come. Raina McIntyre, PhD, a professor of global biosecurity at the University of New South Wales, told Bloomberg News, "Will we see young onset cardiac failure in survivors or early onset dementia?" she said. "These are unanswered questions which call for a precautionary public health approach to mitigation of the spread of this virus." Onset of dementia, early onset of dementia. Unlike other COVID-19 autopsy research, the NIH team had a more comprehensive post-mortem tissue collection process, which typically occurred within a day of the patient's death. Bloomberg News reported the researchers also used a variety of ways to preserve tissue to figure out viral levels. They were all able to grow the virus collected from several tissues, including the heart, lungs, small intestine, and adrenal glands. Adrenal glands. Our results collectively show that while the highest burden of SARS-CoV-2 is in the airways and lung, the virus can disseminate early during infection and infect cells throughout the entire body, including widely throughout the brain, the study authors wrote. Authors note, for the latest updates on 2021 coronavirus outbreak, see our news coverage. What is COVID-19? So the symptoms of COVID-19, the main symptoms include fever, coughing, shortness of breath, trouble breathing, fatigue, chills, sometimes with shaking, body aches, headache, sore throat, congestion, runny nose, loss of smell or taste, nausea, diarrhea, nausea, loss of smell or taste, congestion, runny nose, sore throat, headache, body aches, chill sometimes with shaking, body aches, fatigue, trouble breathing, shortness of breath, coughing, fever, trouble breathing, trouble in breathing or trouble breathing. So let's go over this is a rather short article, but let's go over the words and expressions that I want to remind or memorize one more time. Scratch our heads, shed some light, remarkably important, adrenal glands, a long-term effect, early onset of dementia, particle, Zaid al-Ali. The NIH, National Institutes of Health. Measles. McIntyre, dementia, early onset of dementia, young onset cardiac failure, lung, small intestines, collectively show, disseminate early during infection. So that's it. Thanks for listening.